Hi guys, so today I'm gonna be sharing with you the experience that I felt while visiting Manisha Lat Gupta's Ananda Permaculture farm in Haryana. The farm is really beautiful, elegant, lush green. It's highly productive, and I really recommend that all of you take out some time and make a visit to the farm. I really don't want to spoil your curiosity by telling you all the material that Manisha shared with us. I just want to give you a brief about what permaculture is and why I made that visit to the farm. When we talk about agriculture, we understand that it relates to growing food for us. Today, the way the food is grown is unsustainable. What exactly does a farmer need to grow food? The farmer needs seed, the farmer needs water, the farmer needs sunlight, the farmer needs fertilizer to restore fertility of the soil, and the farmer needs some mechanism to control the pest attacks. Today, all of these inputs have become chemical driven and extremely costly for the farmer. As a result, the farmer's economy has become really fragile. The farmer is not able to make enough money because the inputs have become extremely costly and industry dependent. You might not know that agriculture actually contributes over 40% to the greenhouse gas emissions. It has become extremely resource intensive and extractive, and it is creating a dent on the planet. We really need to shift to a sustainable mode of agriculture. And what is that? Why aren't farmers adopting it if it is there? You will be surprised to know that before the advent of industrial agriculture in about 1960s, the way farming was done in India was extremely sustainable. India had been farming for about 10,000 years and never faced the issue of resource and soil depletion. It means the way we were farming was in alignment with the rules of nature. It was extremely sustainable. That's why that technique of farming, that ancient indigenous technique of farming, could withstand the 10,000 years of time. Today, the farmers have lost all of that indigenous knowledge. They have lost how to grow food sustainably. They have lost how to grow food with much less water than is required today. In fact, I was surprised to read at one of the blogs that today groundwater extraction is caused by agriculture, by unsustainable agriculture, and it accounts for 80% of the groundwater usage. 80% of our groundwater is currently being used to irrigate the crops. There are alternatives through which you can grow healthier food, chemical free food with much less water by utilizing the power of the rainwater, by harvesting the rainwater in the soil. How does it happen? What is that alternative called? That alternative is none other than permaculture. Permaculture means permanent agriculture. It means a way of farming which is permanent, which can be permanently sustained, which works in alignment with nature rather than work against it. Permaculture scientists have observed nature, they have observed a forest, and they ask themselves, why is it that the trees and the crops and the shrubs and the herbs in a forest don't need irrigation, they don't need water? They observed how is it that without the use of pest control and fertilizers, the trees in a forest are able to grow healthy and well. They understood those principles from the forest and applied them on the farm. And that is what a visit to Manisha's farm will reveal for you, how to grow food sustainably. More than growing food sustainably and caring for the environment, the visit was important for me to reconnect with the nature. In our corporate cities, in our corporate driven culture, there is concrete everywhere, and we have really forgotten what nature is and how much relief and balance and equanimity it can bring to connect back with nature. The farm is extremely beautiful, elegant. It is extremely productive. The inputs, as Manisha explained, are going down day by day, and the productive output of the farm is increasing day by day. The farm is inching towards more and more productivity with every passing day. She will teach you various techniques on how to make use of rainwater, and that was definitely an eye opener for me in a country which is actually acutely water stressed. Such principles which are derived out of learning from nature directly are extremely helpful. The farm is a really beautiful, sustainable place, and I believe the farm has a lot to teach to the outside world, how to connect back with nature, as well as to the farmers who are farming unsustainably today on how to farm in tune with nature. However, Manisha very rightly points out that farmers' economy is extremely fragile. We should not expect our farmers who just live hand to mouth to make this transition to chemical free agriculture so suddenly without any support. Therefore, it's really important for people like us to just break out of our shell of concrete jungle and just look and connect with nature and do something that Manisha has done, maybe on a much smaller scale, but do something to rejuvenate the planet. You will be surprised to know that trees can play a huge role in carbon sequestration. They can sequester huge tons of carbon dioxide that got deposited in the atmosphere. Trillions tons of CO2s has gotten deposited since industrial revolution started. We have got to put back that carbon dioxide into the soil where it is beneficial for the soil microorganisms to grow and for the life, the flora and fauna to thrive. Permaculture is a solution to so many problems of climate change, unhealthy food, rampant diseases caused because of unhealthy food, and soil degradation and erosion. It can be a one stop solution if implemented properly and scientifically. I really recommend that all of you go and visit her farm, even if you do not plan to plant something of your own, you do not plan to grow your own food, you do not plan to own an acre or a two of a land and do something that Manisha does. It's still really joyful and beneficial to understand the principles of nature and to just reconnect, to just spend some time with the soil, with the earthworms, with the cows in her farm. It's really refreshing and tranquilizing. Thank you. Hope you make a visit soon. Bye.